lot of people asking me why I'm doing this trip. So a big reason why I made this decision was actually due to some ideas that I had picked up from a great book that I highly recommend you check out called The Subtle Art of Not Giving Up. And it sounds like the most arrogant book in the world, but the book, which is written by Mark Manson, is actually a book about values. And what I discovered by listening to that audiobook, I didn't read the physical text, I just listened to audiobooks like I'm doing right now. And what I picked up from that book was that my values were not good to have. The ones that I have been living my life based upon. So some of those values, for example, were pleasure. I had always trying to be happy and positive. Trying to be popular was a big one. Just trying to stay safe and comfortable, right? To enjoy like the highest quality of life possible at all times. Those values actually hold you back from experiencing the most out of life. So a big part of this decision that I made was because I removed those values and added in new ones, like creating something of value. So that's why I'm creating videos. I'm trying to find new ways to create content to share with people. Then also I brought in to take on more risk and adventure. So what I discovered was if I wanted to live a grander life, grander, better life, then the best thing for me to do, oh, check out this train going overhead, by the way. Look at this. We're still going through New Mexico, by the way, just in case you're curious to know where we are. So I discovered that risk is good. It's good for growth. It's good for enjoying a higher quality of life. You have to take on risk if you want to get bigger rewards. And so for me, taking this trip was a big risk. So the next value that I added in is to create something, to always be creating things. So instead of working on someone else's goals and someone else's dreams, I would create something personally that I felt that I could contribute to the world and find a way to scale it. So creating these videos is one of those ways to do it, and I'm still going to figure out some other ways when I go there to figure out how to create value for another person or for a lot of consumers or for business. So as opposed to just selling someone else's ideas, I want to be able to create something personally. And number 3 is no matter what happens, know that you are going to be okay. And so what that value basically means is to try new things, because human beings naturally are fantastic problem solvers. They're absolutely incredible when it comes to taking an idea or taking a concept that hasn't been done before and figuring out a way to do it. So, and me having a more of a mathematical background as opposed to reading, like I failed FCAT, I'm not the smartest kid in the world, but math always came easy to me because I've always felt that I was a good problem solver. I attribute a lot of that to the amount of video games I played growing up, because I learned how to problem solve through that. And so making this decision, I knew I'd be okay because everything in my life has always worked out well because I've been able to solve those problems over time. And so in order for me to really get a better view of the world and to really get more out of life, I need to put myself into situations where I'm going to have to solve problems. When you don't have any problems in your life essentially just fizzles out and dies. And I am not dead yet, so we're not letting that happen. So this is good practice for learning how to solve big problems. So I don't even know where I'm going to go to sleep tonight. That's kind of a problem. But Airbnb and these other resources and finding friends is a way to solve that problem. And so I've learned how to network and be better at using the resources I currently have to accomplish those things. So why California? I'm sure you're asking. Silicon Valley, all these tech startups, Hollywood, whether you're big into pop culture, just the entire state of California has a lot of fantastic talent and people that do a lot of good creation for the world, do a lot of good for the world. And so that state is going to help create the environment that will allow me as a creator, as somebody who wants to create and wants to have more of an influence and more of an environment that helps support those ideas. California is just the best option from all the 50 states to go to. Now there's still other options, don't get me wrong. There's still, you know, Atlanta, Georgia, which could have been great. New York could have been great, but California to me was the decision that I had made because of the culture that's there, and also because the beautiful weather. I don't want to move up north. I really don't. So thank you, Mark Manson, for creating that book. So that's a perfect example. Someone created value that had a good impact on my life. Even if you're writing a book, you're making a video, you're making a movie, you're making physical products and services. Making something is a great way to provide value to the world in an exponential way. So these videos could get millions of views on them, and it could potentially have an impact on someone in India, China, and not just in the US. It's an opportunity to really affect more people on a grander scale than as opposed to working in a position where I'm only able to affect so many people. Plus, I like the idea of having more decisions and more power and more freedom and be able to create the things that I want. So if there's something that I don't agree with in a company that I'm working with, then I don't have any power, whereas if it's my own company and my own ideas, I have a lot more power of choosing the direction that I want to follow and choosing to follow those specific values. I don't have to appeal to shareholders, and I don't have to appeal to big profit merchants. I can do whatever I want. Thank you, Mark Manson, for the book. It's awesome. If you guys are interested in reading it, obviously link in the description below, per the usual, and also highly recommend getting Audible. It's a great way to listen to audiobooks. They download them all on your phone, and so you can actually listen to it without Wi-Fi, without internet, and I think it's like $15 a month. They give you a free book every single month, so it ends up leveling out pretty well. The only gas station on this mountain, and it's still cheaper gas than Fort Myers, Florida. That's embarrassing. You know how hard it is to get gas up here? I haven't seen or touched snow in over 7 years. Oh. That's cold. We're gonna stop at Flagstaff, go to Phoenix later, and then we'll finally go to LA tomorrow. So we're not trying to hit that tonight because it's gonna be a long drive into the night. Plus, in order for me to get this video out on time that I'm recording, I have to stop somewhere and do the editing work. Well, we just landed in Phoenix. Got the nice studio. Time for me to put you guys to bed because I gotta go edit this video right here. Until tomorrow, my friends. Until tomorrow. I'll see you in California.